Well, hello, Brittany. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am great. I'm so excited to have this talk with you tonight and let
Well,
everyone know about all things corporate nursing with you. So, before we get it kicked off, thank you everyone who's joined. I am Lexi J. You also know me as the corporate nurse. I teach bedside nurses how to exit their positions and come into positions that are not in the hospital, not in the clinic, where you utilize your clinical skill set and work for companies that provide products and services to healthcare entities, healthcare professionals, and patients. And tonight I have my client, Brittany, here, who has transitioned into her first corporate nursing position, and we're going to talk all about it.
yay. I'm so excited.
Yay! So, the first thing, Brittany, I like for you to just kind of tell everyone is what made you decide bedside nursing was no longer for you?
um, I was just burnt out. So when COVID hit, so a little bit of background on me. I've been a bedside nurse for 10 years now. Um, doing a little bit of everything, step down, women's health. And then I just recently got into, for the past 2.5 years, critical care. COVID hit. And then that's when COVID just burnt me out. I became a travel nurse here, in the city that I live in. And it was just too much. It was just way too much. So that's pretty much why I was looking forward to getting into something else. Just tired of the hustle and bustle of the patients just thinking that, patients and family thinking that the hospital is like the Ritz Carlton. And I was just over it. Just over it. And then I was also working night shift. And if anybody that's worked nights just knows, for me, nights doesn't work with my body. So I was always cranky and moody, and I was tired of staying up all night and not being able to sleep during the day. So I was just over it.
Definitely can remember those kinds of feelings for sure. And nights, my body started to reject nights around 2 a.m. I started getting sick. So I definitely understand that. So was there a certain moment that like was the straw that broke the camel's back when you were like, enough is enough? I'm no longer going to continue being in direct patient care.
Just when I guess when the COVID money started to drop, and being in the travel world, after 13 weeks you have to start looking for another contract, and I just got tired of looking for like more contracts. I was just like, I want a stable position. So I think towards the end of the pandemic is when I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Okay. And so did you think of other areas of nursing you wanted to go into, or did you come across some of my content online? How did you kind of decide I'm
Oh,
a
no, I was thinking about, because I really didn't want to do direct patient care anymore. So I was thinking about like PACU, like in and out, IR. I also have a master's degree, so I was thinking anything administration wise. And then I was just on Instagram, just scrolling, and I saw your content, and then your posts, your stories that you post, which is really inspirational. And then I just started doing my homework on you, went to your website, read some of your other clients wins, and I was just like, okay, what is this? What is corporate nursing? I've never heard of that before. So um that's how I landed on your page, just scrolling through Instagram.
And so how long did it take for you to like pull the trigger? Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm coming into the course and I'm gonna go with this.
I think a few months, because I think I had missed the spring cohort or the summer cohort, something like that. Because I was asking you a whole bunch of questions about the program and what I could do, where this could go. And then once you had posted like we could sign up early and get the content early, Also too, my money wasn't right at the time. So I had to like I needed to pay off some stuff first. So then like once you had posted that we could like sign up and start taking the class, I was on it immediately.
Yay! So, when you first started the program, what were your expectations? Like, did you think it was gonna? What did you think about everything, or were you just like, I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens?
I think that's what it was. I think I was just gonna go with it and see what happens. I was very motivated to take your class. I was eager. As soon as I could log in and start the course, I did. Um, but everything was so easy. You laid everything out step by step. Um, it's at your own pace, so that's good. If you had other obligations, you could, pace it um to your standards. And then just the course was just really easy. I think the only thing that a lot of people get tripped up on is the resume, because that is a we don't learn how to tailor our resume according to the job. So I think that was the hardest part. But yeah, like the homework, the feedback that you gave us for each module was helpful. So it was very detailed oriented. Like I loved it. It was all the questions that you may have wondered, you answered in the course.
That makes me so happy. And so you did the VIP option, which came with the one-on-ones. And so
Yes.
do you feel like the mock interview prepared you well for your interview session or your interview rounds with your now employer?
Oh my gosh, yes. It really did. I'm always nervous during interviews, so I think our mock interview kind of knocked out the jitters a little bit. Um, so the interview process was a 2-hour process, which was I was not used. It was mentally draining. It was exhausting afterwards. But all of the prep questions that you had given us, they asked them, but just in a different way. So the prep questions that you had us do definitely helped me prepare for the interview that I had with my company.
Wonderful. And so, I'm a big supporter of nurses making six-figure salaries. And did you feel you were confident when it came time to negotiation of your salary? And, how did it end it? Did how did the transition go for you with that conversation?
No, I was not confident with negotiating my salary, because on one hand, I had my mom was just like, "Oh, just take whatever you get," and then on the other hand, my dad was just like, "Oh, ask them if they'll pay for your student loans." I'm like, "Dad, like they not gonna do that." So I had two different two different spectrums, and when I came into travel nursing, I came into it late. So prior to COVID, I know a lot of travel nurses negotiated what they wanted, but I didn't get that option. So it was difficult for me at first. I'm like, should I ask for more? And you were just like, why not? What's the worst they can say is no. So I did, and I did get a little bit more than what they offered me.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Do you think you would have negotiated had you not done the course?
No, nope. I would have took my mom's advice and just offered settled with what they offered me.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. So you're in your first corporate nursing position, and what's it feel like? Like, how does it, is it all, did you pinch yourself and like, I can't believe I'm no longer going to the hospital every day?
Yeah, it's weird that like the transition is for me is just weird. It's what I asked for though, but so I will say that anybody that does go this route, they need to take some time off. I didn't take any time off. A week, even a 2 week in between jobs. I think that's helpful. So for me, it's the transition right now. Just not being able to like get up and walk around, like being on the go, sitting at a desk, listening to, content and lecturers. So that's different. Um, what else? Not having days off during the week, having to do everything on the weekend. So for me, it's just and like my routine is all messed up too. So finding a new routine. So I think that's the biggest challenge for me right now. As in addition to learning all of the information, it's so much information. Um, in my position, completely different than the hospital setting. Completely.
Very much so. Now, having said that, would you go back to the bedside?
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, not having to answer call bells and and all the hustle and bustle that goes with that. No, mm-mm. It was time for a change for me. I did not want to be another 10 years, in the bedside with this master's degree and not doing anything with it. Like, mm-mm.
Right. Yeah. And so, what would you say to someone that's like on the fence, like, I want to join, but I'm scared. I don't know. Like,
Do it. Go with your gut. If your gut says to go, to push the trigger, go. Your gut never lies. So pray about it, and if God says go, go.
absolutely. I love that. And so, one thing I want people to really understand is, like, Brittany, you're very motivated. Like, you knew, I want to have my job by this day. And you took to the material, you executed on it. And I think that's what separates a lot, that, I'm ready to get out and start my next, part of my career. And so, do you think, now that you've been through the course, you're in your first position, could you have done this on your own, kind of searching on YouTube or Google, or, just kind of looking around on LinkedIn to find this info to do it?
Heck no. Heck no. I didn't even know there was a such thing as a clinical research associate. Like, I didn't even know what that I wouldn't have known where to start. I wouldn't even have known what to put in Google, what to put in LinkedIn. Some of the job titles I wouldn't have known. When I had talked to some of my friends about it, they was like, "Oh, you could do that on your own." Really? Could you? Would you have known what to have put in the title, for a job description? No. So definitely not. I wouldn't have. And then in school, like, they don't tell you that you could work for certain companies as a nurse, or even how to go about searching for these positions. They only teach you about hospital setting and clinics. So no, if I wouldn't have come across your Instagram page, I wouldn't have known. So do it.
Do it. Wonderful. I love it. And so, if anyone is interested in joining, Leap to Corporate Nursing is currently open for enrollment. We officially kick off on November 30th, but you can click the link in the chat and enroll today. Spots are limited. It's not unlimited enrollment, because you get a lot of personal time with me. Brittany got 3 one-on-ones with me. You reach out to me via email, DMs, and we talk about situations. So don't feel like, it's just the material and that's it. We have bi-weekly coaching calls that Brittany still can join and talk all about things as they go on. And so, yeah, anything else you'd like to say tonight before we close out?
I would just like to thank you, for all of your hard work and dedication, for giving back to us nurses who are looking to get out of the bedside. And like I said before, if you're thinking about it, and if you're on the fence, just do it. It's literally the best decision that I've made, not only for my mental health, but also physically. Like, if you're burnt out mentally, then it's time to go. It's time to go. So just do it.
Wonderful. Well, I will let you get some rest, because I know you have a full packed Friday, but I can't wait to see once you're done in training, what all is going to transpire, and you will be able to get on your routine and not, be at your computer all day, every day. So we'll definitely stay in touch. And thank you so much for giving me this time. I know your time's super valuable, so I really appreciate it.
Thank you. No problem.
Yay. Have a good rest of your night, my dear.
All right, will do. You too.
Bye.
Bye.